Want to talk about foreclosures. In the New York Post reported today, foreclosures getting tossed out of court. That's what I love to hear. I love when the judges toss these freaking foreclosures out of court and they help the homeowners, and they're really abiding by the law. In this case, it talks about the flood of home foreclosures across the country. 3 million expected in 2010 compared to 2.8 million last year is creating some interesting courtroom dramas. In Florida earlier this month, a judge dismissed a move by City Mortgage to kick a family out of its home without the homeowner even asking her to. Judge Lynn Tepper found that City Mortgage couldn't win its Pasco County foreclosure suit because it didn't own the mortgage when it filed the foreclosure action, okay? And this is happening all the time. You hear, where's the note? Produce the note. You're really never going to know if they own the note unless you go to court. It's the only way you're going to find out. And, a lot of people are starting to fight back, whether that's, pro se, pro bono, they call it here in California, or they're finding an attorney that'll back them up. That's what the hard thing these days is, finding a decent attorney if you're not willing to go to court yourself. It's difficult. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, and all the good attorneys are busy. So hopefully you can read this. It's in the New York Post. Foreclosure move tossed. Judge Lynn Tepper found that City Mortgage couldn't win because they didn't own the mortgage. The law firm representing City Mortgage had not properly transferred the note after it filed the action of foreclosure, and the firm had an unauthorized employee file the paperwork to do the transfer. Yeah, that's how these mortgage servicers get down, folks. All right? And the only way you're going to find out this funny business, is to go to court and to subpoena it and to have a judge oversee it and look at this stuff. That's the only way, because you're not going to get it on your own when you're trying to get a modification. They're never going to give you anything or produce anything to help you in your case, because it's you against them. You're the debtor, they're the debt collector, all right? And they have no legal obligation to give you anything during that process unless you go to court and file a lawsuit during due process discovery and so forth, is where they find out all this funny business, all right? So if you're interested in who owns my note, produce the note, foreclosures, type that into Google. Go to the New York Post today, and you'll see foreclosure move tossed.